Somebody tweet us or text us with the link to this bay9news.com. Okay, thank you, whoever that was.
No, it was unsigned, so.
Okay, we do appreciate it. If you go to bay9news.com, you can see the other side of the video in question.
Well, you see a picture.
A picture of dinosaur gator walking across this path at
They call it Godzilla Gator.
a nature preserve in Lakeland, Florida,
That's right.
where we're going to be in a couple months. Next month, I guess. Anyway, and we're trying to debate. We're debating whether or not this gator is real or fake. My instinct tells me it's fake. And some of the videos circulating of these massive, giant Godzilla dinosaur gators, I think are fake. This one in particular, I think is fake because of the lack of movement from the brush. Mm-hmm. If this 14-foot, 800-pound creature walked out of tall grass, and it doesn't appear as though the people taking this picture are very far away, I think you would see quite a bit of movement from the tall grass. You don't see any. So that's why I think it's fake. However, they might be at just an angle and just far enough away that you can't see anything move. When we asked this question via Twitter, 60% of the listening audience said it was real. 40% think it's fake.
I also think there's a lack of a shadow, enough of a. I would expect a much bigger shadow to be cast by this creature. But I will say that the picture, the photograph from baynews9.com looks awesome. Like, if that's real, that thing is awesome. But the video looks so weak. Now, the one thing is, in this picture, facing the direction of where the person who's taking the video is, it does show the woman who's Kim Joyner, who's the one who took the video, allegedly. Mm-hmm. It does show her with her phone taking video.
Yep.
As it's crossing. Now, I've tried to go back and forth and compare the picture from the one side to the video on the other, and it's real hard to do that. Well, I still think, I don't know, like the video makes it look like everything is a hazy, hot, humid day in Lakeland, Florida. And then the still photo looks like it's a sunny day, and you'd be able to see his big shadow, and you just don't see much of a shadow in the video itself. Well, I don't know.
You can check it out for yourself at KarschandAnderson.com or follow us on Twitter at Doug and Gator 971. You can also see who you people selected champ and chump of the weekend in the Antonio Brown video that he went when he streamed Facebook Live. By the way, it's not safe for work. Just a heads up. Mike Tomlin today bringing the hammer down, saying, just blasting Antonio Brown, even going so far as to suggest that this is what gets players traded. Well, we will, I'm sure, hear from Antonio Brown later today.
Something else to keep in mind with this video is I've just noticed this, okay?
All right.
If you look at the video, the width of the path that's cut between the two tall grass areas,
yeah.
Okay, you see like two people lying on the ground and then two people standing, one person on their knees and one person standing up. The width between the people, because they appear to be on both edges of the path, looks like it might be 6 feet. When you look at the still photo, it looks like it would have to be a hell of a lot wider than 6 feet.
Okay. Well, let me compare it to. The still photo can be seen at Bay News 9. In fact, I should probably tweet
the
that
video
out.
too. But yes.
Where'd the link to Godzilla Gator go? Lakeland to vote on marijuana moratorium. Girl okay after falling into chimney.
Here, I'll just retweet it.
Okay, thanks. 248-539-9797. Let's go to Dan in Wyandotte. Hi, Dan.
Hi guys.
Hey, what's up?
I'm driving.
All right.
So, there's 2 points I wanted to make about this giant gator and how it could possibly be real.
Yeah.
Number one, yes, okay, there was no tall grass moving when it moved through the brush. But if you've ever been on trails near waterways, like where gators are, you'll see that they use like a habit trail where the tall grass is already like bedded down from them constantly using it, like a habit trail. Like they'll use the same like highway from pond to pond. So you could have just already been going over cattails or whatever that have already been bent over.
So he's been there before and he's worn a path.
Yeah, that could be an answer to what you were saying about it. But number two, as far as the size goes, I know this is a different continent, Africa, but have you seen those videos of the Nile crocodiles when they take down zebras and wildebeest? Like, imagine how big a zebra is and how big its mouth has to be to take one down. I mean, these things can get that big, man. I don't know about American alligators, but
oh, I don't doubt the size. Listen, I watched Swamp People all the time. For several years, I watched Swamp People, and that was the show, was catching alligators and killing alligators and selling them at market in Louisiana. And they would typically get the 6 to 8 foot gators, and occasionally they'd get above 10 feet. And when they did, they were monsters. They were huge. Yeah, the one that's in this picture looks like it's so much bigger than anything I ever saw on Swamp People.
Yeah. My first thought was it was a dinosaur.
It looks like
that's exactly what it looks like.
Well, I mean, it's what they are, basically.
Yep. 248-539-9797. Dominic on a cell. You're next. Hi, Dominic.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to comment on that gator. Actually, just Saturday, I was down in Florida by Venice at a state park, and those places are filled with gators. We're talking anywhere from 4-footers up to 12 to 14-footers. They are walking across the paths that the people walk on. People are kayaking and canoeing in these lakes, and the gators don't bother them. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. I got home and saw that video and actually thought it was at the place that I was at, but it was different. But absolutely, I feel that thing is real, and, yeah, a little terrifying, too.
Here's the reason this is foolish, considering stuff we've talked about and what's going on. For it to end up on Good Morning America, I would have to think that the vetting process to end up on a national news network is pretty good. This isn't that Philadelphia Fox affiliate wishing Joe Frazier a happy birthday 6 years after he died and talking about his plans for the day. This is a national network that I would have to think would go to all lengths to be sure that what they're putting on the air is not some CGI created thing by some dude in his basement.
Well, if it's gone viral, they're merely talking about the viral video, right?
You wouldn't put a viral video out there on Good Morning America.
I wouldn't.
I do think it's an interesting observation that you made that the width of the path looks different between the still picture on Bay News 9 and the video we tweeted out. You've tweeted out the still picture now as well, is that correct?
I tweeted out the story, so yeah, you can look at them both, because on that the top of the story is the still photo, and then you scroll down and there's the video. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. And you want to see one of these things on a golf course?
I'd love to see one on a golf course.
You're mad crazy.
Why? Well, I'm not going to go over and pet it.
Well, I've seen him on golf courses, and I wasn't thrilled. I was terrified.
You are such a wuss.
Yeah. Karsch and Anderson inbox. You can text us at 97136. We said to get to some of your texts regarding whether there is an ounce of nostalgia when it comes to the Palace of Auburn Hills. It seems as though more people wax nostalgic about concerts and the Vipers than they do the Pistons. Ryan in Waterford writes in, I have a ton of nostalgia for the Pistons, and I'm sad to see the Pistons moving. My dad had season tickets for many years. I saw many great games. I also saw both Isaiah and Dumar's jerseys retired. As far as concerts, I saw my first concert, Motley Crue, in 1990. I used to go to Pistons games with my dad at the Palace. Biggest memories are of Detroit basketball announcements, the Hall of Fame section, and the god-awful teal uniforms. From Stephen Shelby Township, my Palace memory is when I took my grandma to see her favorite player, Sheed Wallace, in 2007. He ended up hitting a half-court shot to go into overtime. He then went off in overtime for the win. Special moment for me. So there are some Piston memories. 248-539-9797. All right. A Packer fan made a bet on his team and won. And he bet again and won. And he bet again and won. Will he bet again, and should he bet again? We will get to that today at 1:17. 97.1 The Ticket.